you be good?
Today, I am going to share with you 17 patterns. I have been pattern designing. I made this one. Oh my goodness. And I just love it. Is it so much better? Look at the hair. I changed the hair. I changed the nose. I changed the ears. I changed the horn. But like, can we talk about the mane? Come on, I love it. And you guys, these are 25mm eyes. So this week's winner is someone who is going through a rough time, and I just want to make you smile. Well, hello my crafty friends, and welcome to another Friday video. I am so glad you're here. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I hope you all are doing well. My name is April, and I'm the creator and designer behind the Cozy Buckeye. And on this channel, I just like to share all of my crochet makes. I started a crochet business 14 years ago, and I've been on Etsy now for almost 12 years. I say 12, but it's almost 12. And I've been vlogging here on YouTube now for 2 years. So if you want to come along and enjoy this crochet passion of mine, feel free to subscribe to this channel. I would love to have you. I tend to do a lot of crochet pattern roundups. Here lately, I've kind of just been crocheting for fun, and I've been trying to design some patterns, and just the last couple weeks I've been spending more time with my family. If you've watched the previous videos, you'll know what's going on, and I can fill you in a little bit towards the end. But today I am going to share with you, I think, 17 patterns. Most of these are just patterns that I've been using my scraps to make. A lot of them are repeats. But I have just been crocheting for fun and trying to get my mind off of things, which, we all tend to do when things are going on. But I have been pattern designing, so I do want to show you, and I'm so excited about this Unicorn Pegasus pattern I've been working on. I switched up the horse pattern a bit and kind of readjusted some things, and I just love how it's turning out, because my vision is, for you to be able to take and use whatever colors you want to make whatever kind of ponies you want, if you know what I'm saying. But I'm not going to market it that way. I'm going to market it just a Unicorn and Pegasus pattern, of course, right? Because of all the character things going on. I'm not doing anything other than, encouraging you to use your creative imagination and use whatever colors you want. But I'll show you here at the end what colors I have been using, because let me tell you, I have been making me up some of these ponies, if you know what I mean. And they are so cute. I love, love, love this pattern. So I will share that with you at the end. I'm also going to share with you this week's giveaway winner. Something I'm doing on every video is picking somebody who comments, and I will give you a free pattern of your choice. So that's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for all of the comments. I promise you I am reading them all. I am just a little bit behind on responding right now. I have a lot going on, which I will fill you in towards the end. But for now, I just want to get started on this video and share with you what I've made. So, all right. I have been working on my scraps, and I took a little video of like my basket full of scrap yarn. We always have scrap yarn, right? You start a skein, you don't finish it, you throw it in a basket. And these projects that I'm going to share with you today are perfect for that. And they're also perfect for selling at markets, right? Anything, and I've said this, and I will say this over and over and over. You guys hear this from me a lot. One of my big secrets, it's not really a secret, but is just making items that are under $15, under $20, under $10, under $8. I mean, anything in those price ranges sell really well. And I know a lot of people, for aesthetic reasons, they'll make like 5 of this and 5 of that, or 10 of this and 10 of that. I just like to make a bunch of stuff. I don't like to repeat patterns over and over. I just like to make what I want to make, and I'll switch it up. I'll make, you know, one of this, one of that, one of this, and sometimes they accumulate, but sometimes it's just a one-off, you know? And when people are shopping in my booth, they love all of the variety. And you don't have to be really organized with it. You could even throw them in baskets. I throw them in baskets, and this basket's $5, this basket's $10, this basket's $12. And then the larger items, you know, I line them up on the shelves, but kids just love to go through all that stuff. I mean, I'll even put keychains out, but then put keychains in a basket, and kids just love to, you know, go through all that stuff and look at it. And they're just like, wow, look at this, look at this, look at this. They just love it. So, you know, you don't really have to worry about making your booth look very, I mean, of course, those booths look great, but as far as selling stuff, it's good to have a variety. It's great to have a variety. I think it works really well for me, and I encourage you to make a variety of things. Don't worry if it's just one of something. Throw it in a basket or put it on a shelf. It'll sell. And, you know, if it doesn't sell at the price you have, Stacy was with me at a market, one of my festivals, and I'm like, you know, I've had this thing forever. It won't sell. And she's like, put it in your $5 bin. Because I mean, I've literally been carrying it for 2 years. So I put it in my $5 bin, and it was literally gone in 10 minutes. So, I mean, that $5 will buy me another skein of yarn, right? Depending on what type of yarn you're buying. But like, who cares? If it sells for a little bit less, then it's gone. And you know what? You've been carrying it for 2 years. So you can just throw it in a different bin. But anyway, all of these items are great for that. They're all small. And I really like making small items, if you guys haven't noticed. I do like the big stuff, but I will say, so I started Monday making the stuff. The ponies I've been making all weekend. I was trying to design all weekend. I wanted to get the tester call out for the ponies, but I am working on editing a couple tutorials for the pattern. So, and you guys, life is just lifing right now. So it's coming. Probably, I'll talk about that later, but that's what I worked on this weekend. But these other items, I made 17 things in about a day and a half. And a couple of them, well, one of them, I made several items. So it's just fun. I like making these little things. And when I can go through my scrap bin and make this stuff, it's great. And I know all this stuff will sell because it's small and it's priced right. So it's just nice. And then knowing like you can make that kind of money from your scrap bin, stuff that you don't even think you'll use, but you can find a way to use it and sell and make money. So anyway, we're going to get started. And each week I'm going to try to stock up on some of my loaf patterns for my market. And when I do that, like if I make something, I'm going to offer it on sale. So I have 3 of my patterns that I've made this week that I am going to put on sale this week. So you guys can get them for 25% off. And if you haven't picked them up yet, I encourage you to do so. But the first one we're going to talk about is Asia, the market elephant. You guys, I was going through scraps and I have some posh yarn. I don't really have a lot of posh yarn, but I was like, I'm going to make Asia the market elephant in this posh yarn and see how stinking cute it is. But OMG. You guys, look at this. Can we talk about how tiny this is? I mean, my hand here, it's like not even as big as my fingers. It is so cute. Asia the market elephant is one of my loaf designs that I came up with. It's all no-sew. I love how the trunk raises up, which that's supposedly good luck when the elephant trunk is up, if you guys didn't know. And I also surface crochet the ears on here. I just love this little pattern. I think it's so cute. It actually inspired me to do the standing elephant pattern, which I'm working on. So this right here is the standing elephant. It's very similar as far as the head and the ears and everything. There are differences, of course. I made the standing version bigger. The ears are bigger, the head's bigger, the nose, the trunk is bigger, but I just love the design. I love this design so much. I love the name. I think it's so cute. I can't wait to see how they sell at markets. I just love it. And I love the technique I use to do the trunk. You start at the tip and you work your way down, and then you're going to crochet the opening together, and then you work around that, and then you start your, rounds that way, if that makes any sense. But I just love this pattern. This pattern I have set at $6, but for this weekend only, you can get it for 25% off. So I encourage you to go support me and grab this pattern. This is Asia, the market elephant. This is our first pattern of the day. Okay. And I have to keep this one because it's just so cute. I think I'm going to try to make all of my patterns in tiny yarn because it's just adorable. I just want to have them all over my office. I mean, I have them up there, but I really want to make them in like skinny yarn. So far I have the cow and now I have the elephant. So we'll see what's up for next week, but I want to try to keep making them in smaller yarns just to show you guys, because I know some of you like to use skinny yarn. So I want to share with you what these patterns could look like with different types of yarn. So that was Asia the Market Elephant. The next pattern that I have of mine that I'm sharing with you guys and will be on sale this weekend is Chappy the Market Capy. I love this pattern so much. I think this pattern is going to sell like crazy. So I want to keep stocking this one up. This pattern I sell for $5. And again, this one will be on sale for 25% off. This pattern has less rounds than some of the other market patterns I have, but you start with a chain in the front. You don't even need eyes for these, really. I mean, you can add eyes, which I've done, and that looks cute too, but you don't need to. They're so cute just with the little embroidery. And this pattern, in the pattern it states that don't stuff the front a whole lot, just lightly stuff the front because otherwise it'll tip, and it doesn't tip, so it sits great. I love this little pattern. You don't have, everything's no-sew, you don't have a tail. I mean, it works up so quick. It's great. So this is Chappy the Market Capy, and it will be on sale this weekend. If you guys haven't picked it up, go grab it. All right, so that's the second pattern. And of course, the third is Max the Market Kitty. You guys, I'm going to be making this pattern a lot because I sell this a lot. I literally sold out of this at the first festival I went to last year because I offer these adoption certificates, which are included in the pattern. So if you guys buy Max the Market Kitty, you do get the adoption certificate, which you can either print on paper or you can also print with a thermal label printer. I've shared how to do that in a video, and then I will put it like on cardstock and then cut it out and just make it look a little more official. The kids eat it up. They love it. I actually have a generic adoption certificate too, so you could do adoption certificates for all of your plushies. It really helps sell them. It's incredible. It's such a great marketing tool. I've had parents that are like, that is just genius, and the kids love it. So this particular Max, I used my scraps, okay? I think with the scrap yarn, especially the variegated yarn, if you pick a variegated yarn and then you use, say, a white or cream or whatever that's in the variegated yarn and put that in the front, and then you take another color and you make the ears and the feet, it just works really well. It's so cute. And then I matched the eye color. These are eyes that I hand painted with mica powder and resin. And then of course you add the little booty hole. This sells so well for me. This particular pattern I have set at $6 because it does come with the adoption certificate. but it's going to be 25% off. So if you haven't grabbed it, go grab it. But this pattern I sell for 20. Over the years, I've raised it. I mean, I made this pattern up years ago, and I was selling these cats for 15, hand over fist, and then I raised it to 18, and then I've raised it to 20, just because they sell so well, and I can't keep them in stock. I'm like, maybe I'll raise it. So that's what I do. That's how I figure out pricing. If I have an item that I can't keep in stock, I raise it. If I have an item that I can't sell, I lower it. That's my secret. It's just trial and error. It takes practice. It takes time. It takes your skill getting better. I mean, it takes your booth getting better. It just takes time to really perfect your market setup and your makes, figuring out what sells and what doesn't. So, but it's a fun process. I've enjoyed it. I mean, obviously, I've been doing markets now forever. I mean, literally 14 years ago, I started doing markets, and I also only like to do markets in the fall because they do the best. I would rather set up for a whole weekend and just do like 3 or 4 big festivals and be done. I don't want to do this. I don't enjoy setting up and tearing down anymore as much as I used to. So I'd rather just do a few setups a year and be there all weekend and make the big money than do the littler shows. But that's just my preference. I have done all of those little shows. I've done churches. I've done all of them over the years. And this is just what works for me. So I encourage you guys to just try it out. See what areas work best for you, what festivals work best for you, what little shows work best for you. I mean, I have, for years, I had one show that was a smaller show, and I only paid like $50 for it. And it did so well because I was like the only crocheter there. And then over the years, more and more people have started selling plushies, and they don't really limit how many people go. So I don't really do that show anymore because it's a tear down and set up all in one day, or set up and tear down in one day, and you're there all day, and then I didn't make that much money. So for me, I'd rather save my inventory for the following weekend when I do that big festival. And that worked for me. So you just have to figure it out. But I encourage you to have fun figuring it out, because doing markets is fun. You might not always have a good market selling, but it's always fun networking and making friends and just getting yourself out there and figuring out where to go and sell. So anyway, that was a tangent. Good Lord. This is number 3. I might have to edit some of that. This is number 3, Max the Market Kitty. I just love him so much. I hope you guys enjoy making him. So go grab him. He's on sale this weekend. Okay, so the next couple of patterns are ones I've made before, and they're free. We love free, right? We love free. Love free patterns. This first pattern is, well, first of all, this is number 4, but this is our first freebie. This is a cute little gummy bear. This pattern is by Hook Crochet Co., and it's free on Instagram. I've actually made it in a blue and another different pink. These were all Elise Voluto that I had in my scrap bin. This pattern was first introduced to me at my crochet retreat like a year ago. And it was funny because a bunch of these got stolen, and there was a big, it was so funny. There was a big mystery of who was stealing the gummy bears, and we played along, and it was so fun. And then it ended up, I had it on video who the thief of the gummy bears were. It was so funny. So if you haven't seen that video from last year, the crochet retreat in March of last year, go check it out. It was fun. Speaking of which, I'm going to be going on another crochet retreat this next week. And I'm really kind of nervous and excited about going, but we'll talk more about that at the end. So this pattern is so incredibly fast. I mean, it takes no time at all. it's done in the round. And I mean, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe 10 or 11 rounds. I mean, it's so quick. I want to make more of these. I think this is something I'm going to try to make at this year's crochet retreat, just because it's so fast. And if I take a bunch of these little balls of yarn, I'll just throw them in like a big Ziploc bag and mark on that bag what I'm making, because I need to be like ready to crochet when I get there. So this pattern is free, so go save it so you can make it later. Give this designer a follow and like this pattern when you are going to save it. Just, you know, show the love to these designers for offering these free patterns. But this is a really good one, and I sell these for $10 on keychains. My granddaughter loves this one. She wants to collect all the colors, so every time she comes over, she's like, you know, Mimi, do you have a gummy bear? So we'll see if these make it to market, but this is a fun pattern. I think you guys should give it a try. This is number 4, the Gummy Bear pattern by Hook Crochet Co. All right. So number 5 is another free pattern on Instagram. This is a Dumbo Octo by Just a Mom Crocheting. This is really quick and easy. It's super cute. I would sell this one anywhere from $5 to $8, depending on your area. I don't really love having an $8 bin, but you know what? Some things just need to be sold at $8, and I think this is one of them. Because it does take a little bit longer than the Octo. It's a little bit bigger, but I just don't know that it could be $10 unless you put it like on a bag charm. Then you could probably get $10 out of it. But it's free, it's no-sew, it's quick and easy, and I love Just a Mom Crocheting's patterns. She's got a lot of cute little lovey patterns and food patterns and just tiny little ducks that I like to make. There's so many patterns of hers. I have more that I need to try. So you'll probably see a lot more of her patterns here on this channel as well. But this is Dumbo the Octo, and this is free on her Instagram. Go give her a like and a follow and save this pattern for later. Very cute. Okay, so that was number 5. Number 6 is a pattern I've made before on this channel. I love this one. This is by LMS Art, and it's the cutest little turtle. I found out about this one from Stacy. It is so cute and easy to make. It works up so quick. I sell this one on a keychain for $10. But if you want to make this in like a big twist plush or something larger, I sell these for $12. I even added fins on these, like sea turtles. I use Tara's technique from Old Soul Factory, and I'll add sea turtle fins on these, kind of like, you know, Frankensteining a pattern together. It's just really cute. It's fun. I love this little turtle so much. But this is free, and on this one, it's no-sew. You start with the head, and then you close the head, and then you do the shell, and then once you change to the body, you crochet in the head, and then finish the legs and the body, and then you tack the head up. I mean, it's so quick and easy. Love it so much. It's so cute. This is done with Premier Basic Chenille. Use the tie-dyed, which is really cute. I've been using a 6mm hook with this yarn, sometimes 6.5, depending on what I grab, but it's very cute. Love it. Go give this designer a follow and a like, LMS Art, and save this one for later too. All right. So that was number 6. Number 7 is a designer that I've shared a couple times. Funny thing is I made some of her stuff last week. The taco and the burger and the fries. What else was it? And the chicken leg and the chicken nugget. Okay, this is Therapy on My Hook. And I was like, you know, I need to go get the bakery bundle. And I already had it. So I was looking through my stuff and I found it. You know, you buy patterns, you can't even remember you have them. That's sad. But that's, you know, on Black Friday, I bought a bunch. I think that's when I bought this one. So the first one I'm going to share with you is the cupcake from the Baked Minis by Therapy on My Hook. I think the little cupcake's so cute. And there's a little cherry on top. I did add a little stem with some worsted weight yarn, a little hair in there. I think it turned out really cute. I did a little extra embroidery. The cherry is just a little surface crochet bobble. This one, you start at the top with the pink and you go down, and then this is a front loop, single crochet, surface crochet later. It's really easy. It's so fast. It's so cute. So this is the cupcake. Again, it's no sew. And the other thing I made was, so this was number 7. I also made number 8, which is, this is so cute. Look at this chocolate chip cookie. I mean, how cute is that? This one you make 2 pieces and then you kind of whip stitch it together. It's pretty easy. I think this one, well, first of all, this pattern is $7.29 and comes with a waffle, a cake, a macaron, a cupcake, and a cookie. I think she has sales once in a while, but this cookie I would sell on a keychain for $10. I think it would be a great size for keychain. And the cupcake I would sell by itself for $10. So very cute designs. I cannot wait to make more from this designer. I actually have one of her patterns I'll be sharing for the strawberry roundup. So I'll be working on that. I can't wait, you guys. I have been working on it. That video is probably going to air more towards the end of March because I'm going to be working on all of those patterns while my husband is laid up for surgery. So while I'm taking care of him, I'm going to be crocheting strawberry themed stuff. So, but this one is so cute. You will be seeing a lot more from this designer. Her patterns are really cute and sweet. So this is number 7 and this is number 8 by Therapy on My Hook, the Baked Minis. Very cute. Okay, so number 9 is also a designer I have shared multiple times, and this is a new one. I had it, I think I bought it again on Black Friday and hadn't made it yet, but this is the Chick in a Hat or Duck in a Hat by Lubava Crochet. This is the one with the banana hat. This is so cute. She has so many patterns with these hats, and I just love them. I want to make all of them. I don't have all of them, but I hope to get my hands on a lot more of these. They're so cute, and they're so quick, and they're great for scrap busting. I mean, you hardly need any yarn. This you could stick on a keychain for a backpack charm. I think I would sell this one standalone as $10, but it's small enough, I think, to do that. Actually, it's big enough for $10. If you made it with a smaller yarn, I think you could put it on a keychain. It could be a backpack charm too. I mean, some of those backpack charms or purse charms are pretty big. But this one, you start at the top of the banana and you work your way down, and it's all no-sew. You end up surface crocheting these little petals on. It's so quick and easy. Added a little bit of embroidery. I feel like it's washing out with all the light, but it's just such a cute pattern. All of these are. So this is another pattern, Duck in a Banana Hat by Lubava Crochet. This pattern is $9.94, but this pattern is usually on sale. This pattern currently is $3.98. So go grab this. All right, this is number 9. Okay. So number 10, this is a pattern I've made in the past, but I haven't made it in a while. And I really like it, especially with this yarn, which I don't know what the name of it is. It's again that Michael's yarn, but this is the jumbo version of that yarn. It's so big. This is supposed to be a keychain if you did it with a skinnier yarn. This pattern is Bubbles the Ducky by Nana's Hook Nook. And I have some more of this yarn, so I want to make some more of these ducks to get rid of this yarn. I sell these for $15. I also put 25mm eyes on these ducks, so that's why I sell them for $15, and they do sell. I actually do shorten the head by 1 round. I just felt like it was too long with the extra round, but I really like how it looks with 1 less round. I just think the face is so cute. So this is Bubbles the Ducky keychain by Nana's Hook Nook. You do surface crochet the beak on, and I just love it. I think it's so cute. I really do love this. I want to grab some of this yarn and take it with me to the retreat because these are easy to make. And you know, I need to make stuff up with this yarn. I want it out of here. So great pattern. I think if you were using like a Burnett or an Elise Voluto, this would be a great $10 duck. But with this giant yarn, you could definitely get 15 out of it. All right, so there is my Bubbles the Ducky by Nana's Hook Nook. This pattern is $2.50, and I sell this, like I said, for $15. All right. The next pattern is also a pattern I've made in the past, and I think it's so cute. This is number 11, Mini Dino by Easy Crochet Plushies. I've also made this with Big Twist Plush, and it comes out so big, but I decided to make it with Premier Basic Chenille, and I think it turned out really cute. I did put my eyes that I've hand painted on there. This particular pattern is $10.33, but it's usually on sale too, and it's currently $3.10. I sell this one for $15. All right. So that was number 11. Number 12. Oh my goodness. I'm going to share with you guys some Pocky's Place patterns next because honestly, these are great scrap busting patterns and they sell. Last year I had a bunch, so I kind of want to restock here and there and make some of my favorites. I did want to share this little piggy with you. This is from her new pack. It's a 14 pack, and I think it's the farm bundle that she just came out with. I think she revamped it, and there are 14 different designs. You have a horse, a barn, a goat, 2 pigs, a dog, a cat, a lamb, a ram, 4 cows, a donkey, and you also get farmers, a little girl and a little boy with this pack. And this little pig is so cute. I love using the pink mystical color for pigs. I just think it looks so adorable. And I added a couple little nostrils, which I think is cute. I did some embroidery around the safety eyes, which just adds a little extra touch. But I like to sell the majority of her patterns at $10. They work up so fast and they sell. This size sells great. And the $10 mark is perfect. So this is the pig. Go check it out. I really like it. I want to make more of them. They're so cute. The little barn, I just didn't have time. I wanted to make that, but I will share that with you guys at some point. So this is the pig. This is number 12, the pig from Pocky's Place. Okay, so the next one is one of my favorites. It always sells. It's so cute. It's her little owl. This is from Pocky's Place. This owl pack is $5.99, and it comes with a raccoon, a bear, a bunny, an owl, a fox, and an otter. And it sells for $10. And I used Premier Basic Chenille. This color is so awful. I hope it's not like every skein, but this skein was terrible. But I only have a little bit of it left now, so hopefully it'll be gone soon. But I just love the owl. It looks so cute in this little brown beige color. And like I said, I've sold this one before, so I wanted to restock it. This is number 13. And her patterns, I believe, the more you buy, she does offer a discount. So just read the description of each pattern because I think at the end of it, it tells you how to get those coupons. So, but this is the owl. This is number 13. And then I have number 14 is the penguin. I've made this one before. I like to have this one in stock too. These little penguins are really cute. This penguin is a pack of 2 style of penguins and it's $2.99. I sell this one for $10. These are all no-sew. Just do some color changes and a little bit of embroidery for the beak. And then I add a little bit of embroidery for the eyes with the safety eyes. I add the worsted weight yarn. All right. Then we have, you guys, the manatee is one of my favorites of hers. It's so easy to make too. This manatee pattern is $5.99 and it includes a tiger, a giraffe, which, oh my gosh, I need to make the giraffe again. I love that one. The red panda, the monkey, a panda, and then this manatee. I made this with some variegated yarn, which I think turned out cute. I mean, I think it's a great way to use variegated yarn. Blue variegated yarns for sea life works out pretty good. So this one, you just work in the round and add the fins, and then you surface crochet this on. It's all no-sew. Gotta love it. Very cute. This is the manatee. This pattern is $5.99. I sell this one for $10. So that was number 15. Number 16 is probably my favorite of all of the ones I've ever made. I want to make more of this one. This is the anteater. Look how adorable this little anteater is. I mean, you can't get much cuter, honestly. He's adorable. And you add, I made the tail, but then I went and surface crocheted the fur on. He's just so cute. He's really cute. I sell him for $12 just because he's worthy of a little bit more. I want to make definitely more of these. He's so cute. So cute. But I used scraps and made him up, so he doesn't take much yarn. But this is the anteater. The anteater pattern is $3.49 and includes a chili pepper, an armadillo, and the anteater. The armadillo is just as cute as this anteater. So this is a great little pattern pack for $3.49. And like I said, I sell this one for $12. So go grab it. It's so cute. All right. So the next pattern, I've literally had this pattern forever, and I don't know why I never made it because it is so cute. Look at this. It's a bee on a swing. Oh my goodness. This is so cute. This pattern is, I didn't write who it was by. Hold on. Bee on a Swing is by Close Knit Crochet. It turned out really cute. I did use a really pale yellow and Bernette, and then I used a mystical, and I just really love it. I think it turned out so cute. I want to make more of these. Honestly, you could make the bee without the swing, but you know, we all need more swings in our booth because I don't know why these swings sell really well. And I would sell this one for $12. It's really cute, and I added a little bit of extra embroidery for the mouth and the eyes. Very cute. Great pattern. So this is number 17, you guys. That seemed pretty quick. It's only been 38 minutes. Wow, I went through that really fast. Well, that just means we can talk about my ponies now. Oh my goodness, my unicorn pattern. Okay, I shared with you the unicorn, I think, last week, which I shared this with you. So this was the very first one I did, okay? I had to tweak it though. I wasn't exactly in love with it. So I made this one. Oh my goodness. And I just love it. Is it so much better? Look at the hair. I changed the hair. I changed the nose. I changed the ears. I changed the horn. But like, can we talk about the mane? Come on, I love it. And you guys, these are 25mm eyes. I think with this unicorn, you have to. You just have to add the big eyes. I think it just looks so good. I really love it. Okay, so this is the unicorn that I made, and she's just a queen. Like, these are eyes that I hand painted too, by the way, with the chameleon mica powder. I'm in love, okay? I just got carried away though with this pattern because I wanted to share with you guys what you can do with it. Okay, so the pattern is going to be written up with this main color hair, and then it's also going to be written up with curly hair, which, oh my goodness, look, so you can do curly hair or a curly mane, I guess. But you know, we know who this is, right? So you can make this, and in the pattern I share with you, you can either add the horn or you can leave it out. So you can still do a horse with this pattern too, if you want, but you can also add the horn. So this is the pink curly hair version. And of course, you're just going to have to use your imagination with color options. I'm just going to share in the pattern the techniques you need to use, and then you use your imagination for color. So this is another eye that I hand painted, and I just love this one. It's been so fun making all of these. Okay, so I also made a Pegasus, and I just love the Pegasus too, like so cute. So you can also do wings. And let me tell you, this is where we started out with wings, okay? I cut wings off 3 times to get this wing. So I think I took a picture of like the fluff that goes along with pattern designing. And it's kind of scary because you don't want to cut the actual body, but you know, you cut stuff off if it doesn't work right. So, and I went through some yarn trying to get this pattern just right. And so here's how the wings turned out. And I'm really happy with how they turned out. The pattern is going to include a tutorial for the wings, a tutorial for the horn, and a tutorial for the ears, because I want you guys to just, this pattern is just going to be so simple, and those techniques, you'll have a visual. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I can't wait to get them tested. But this is the Pegasus. And with this Pegasus, I did the main color, the solid mane for this one. I think it turned out really cute. So you can also color change the feet, or you can leave them the same, or you can color change the snout, or you can leave it the same color. There's so many different options. You just have to use your creativity. But I just love it. So this is the Pegasus. Okay. I have 4 more that I made, and it's been so fun. I did this version. How fun. These are also eyes that I hand painted. This is so fun. If you want to change the color in the mane, all you got to do is fasten off and attach each piece. And I share the directions with you on that. But love this one too. Oh my goodness. It has been so much fun making these. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. So this is the purple version. Love it. Okay. Then I had to do the yellow and the pink version. And these again are eyes that I hand painted. She is so cute. Most of these ponies I did the main solid mane version. This one doesn't have as much curl in it. It does have a little bit of a curl at the end, but it's not curly like this one, but you could certainly add more curls in the mane if you wanted to. So there's options. You guys can decide what you want to do. But this yellow one is so cute. And you guys, I figured out how to add this white when I'm sinking the eyes. And maybe sometime if you guys want, I can share with you how to do that. It's a little bit tricky, but I have figured it out. And I would love to share it so you guys know how to do it too. And then I just add a little bit of worsted weight yarn to add some eyelashes, which I just love this. I love the touch of that. I think it's so cute. But this is the yellow pony with the wings. Oh my goodness, so much fun. I love designing, you guys. It's so great. Okay, so then we have this one. Is she not just so adorable? I just love her. And of course, you guys could add some embroidery on these if you want, but you know, that's totally up to you. And this is also, I think actually these eyes came from Stacy. I think this is my last pair from her. So fun though. These are just so fun. And of course, save this one for last because it's so cute. We have this version. And I think she turned out so pretty. I share with you how to make this rainbow mane. So there's 3 options for the mane. There's the solid mane, the curly mane, and the rainbow mane. So you can choose which one you want. But how cute. All of these ponies I made with Elise Voluto yarn. I just think they turned out so cute. Except this one I used Premier Basics chenille tie-dye for the mane. It's just so cute. So on the pattern, you're going to see these 2 on the front of the pattern. But just know, you guys, use your creativity and make what you want. Make some ponies, because you're going to have directions to do all of it. You just have to use your imagination with color. So I think they turned out so cute. I can't wait to see. I don't even know, like I like to keep patterns that I make on my shelf. So if I were to sell these, I think with the horn and the wing and all of that, I think you could probably get like 22 to 24 out of these easily. But if any of you guys make these, let me know how much they're selling for, because I won't be doing markets for a while, not until the fall. So they're just so cute. So, so cute. You guys want to see all of them together? I don't even know if I can hold them all. There's one I haven't done, but I probably will. It's you know, the horse or the cowboy hat one. I can't hold them all. So there they are. Okay. Love, love, love this pattern. I hope you guys love it too. I am going to try to get these tutorials edited. I pretty much have the pattern done. I just have to add a few photos and edit those tutorials. I've already filmed them, just have to edit them. And then I'll be putting out a tester call. So I'm really excited. I hope you guys like this one. I've been working on it quite a bit. So I'm going to add, of course, these photos will be added in the pattern, but then they're not going to be on the cover. So I just don't want any trouble with copyright. So, but just now, you guys can use your imagination and make these colors up. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. So that will be coming out. And then you guys, I know I've talked about this, and I actually had somebody who told me I've been teasing too much. So I will be working on this real soon. I need to edit just a little bit. I'll probably have to make another one just to take some pictures of how to sew the head on and everything. But I've decided I'm doing the sew on version, okay? And that's probably what I'm going to do going forward, because it's just going to be easier for everyone to do and for me to write, and I'll be able to get more patterns out there. But I have already filmed the tutorial of how to put the head on no sew. So what I'll probably do, and this was, somebody commented, and I think this is such a great idea. At some point, I will just add this video out there so you guys can modify it if you want to make it no sew. So, and it'll just be on there. So if all of these patterns will be able to be modified exactly the same, because they're all going to have the same body styles. They're all going to have the same head styles. So then you could just modify it based on this one tutorial I filmed. That way, if you still want to learn how to do that version, you can, and that'll just be a free modification that I offer. So that's what we're going to do. I think that sounds like a great idea. So, but that's going to be coming out. So what am I up to? What am I up to? Today's Wednesday, and I am leaving on a crochet retreat on Tuesday. So I have to pack this weekend. I have to figure out what I'm going to make, what I have to take. I also have to, so what we do is like everyone's responsible for a meal or something. That way nobody has to do all the cooking. We all take on duties for feeding all of us. So I am taking chili dogs. I have this recipe I make for homemade Cincinnati chili dogs. So I have to make the chili this weekend, and then it freezes really well. So I'm going to freeze it. That way I don't have to cook while I'm there, except like warm up hot dogs and warm up the chili. It's going to be great. I'm excited. I think everyone's going to love it. At least I hope they do. And I look forward to, everybody trying my recipe out. But so I have to cook that. I have to pack, and I have to go visit my, family. I have been spending a couple days a week with my mom and stepdad, and so I haven't really been home as much to work as much, which I'm still working, but I want to take time out right now for family. So that's what I've been doing. And then I'm going on this retreat, and I don't really want to do a tester call while I'm there. I don't want to have to run a tester call. I don't know. I'm still debating. We'll see. But I really want to get the pony out right now, but I also don't want to have to work while I'm gone. I want to just crochet and hang out and enjoy my friends and catch up on, how we're all doing, and just enjoy it. And I don't really want to have to work, if that makes any sense. I really need a break. And I feel guilty for even going because of what's going on. My stepdad is, we're just trying to get him home at this point, trying to get things set up to get him home. And we don't know how much time we have left, but we are going to enjoy what we can with him. And that's just where we're at. So, I feel bad leaving because I'm worried something bad's going to happen while I'm gone, and I just don't want that to happen. But I'm only 3 hours away. My mom, I told her I don't really want to go, and she told me to go. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go. I'm going to try to enjoy my friends and have some time to recharge my battery so I can come back and get back to it. And that's that, right? So I got to get ready for this crochet retreat, and I'm excited. I do have a giveaway winner, but I wanted to film this before I went back and read all of these comments to pick somebody, because it's hard to read this stuff right now. I appreciate all of the comments and the love and the support, but I have been having a really hard time just because you guys are so sweet and thoughtful and kind, and it just it's happy tears, I guess. Sort of. Is it? I don't know. It's kind of sad because when you think about where you're at and what's to come, and it's just sad. So I'm going to go read that really quick and pick a winner, and I'll be back in just a second. Wow. I just got done reading a lot of comments and you guys are great. I don't know what I'd do without you, and I just appreciate all of the love and support you guys have given me, and just knowing that you guys are there, that I can count on you. It's overwhelming. Try not to cry, but I really do appreciate each and every one of you who have left me a comment, whether it is just to give me some advice on what to do with this elephant, sew or no sew, or to just tell me how much you support me and you're praying for me and my family. I just appreciate it. I also love reading how you guys can relate to using crochet as your therapy. So many of us go through so many things in our lives that are just really hard and heavy to deal with, and we all turn to crochet to get us through that. And that just, knowing that we are all connected in that way is just so special, because we all enjoy crochet that much. And it's literally like my blankie. My daughter still has a blankie. Don't tell her I told you, but she had a blankie when she was a baby and she still sleeps with it. And that's kind of how I feel with crochet. Like, it soothes me, it relieves me, it helps me cope with life's struggles. And we all have life's struggles. I have learned over the years that just because someone's struggles are not visible does not mean they're not there. You know, my daughter has a disability that is not visible, but it is a disability. And so many of us have issues that we deal with that nobody can see by the naked eye, but everybody has a story. Everybody has pain and suffering that we go through. And I just love that crochet gets us through those hard times. It's a great coping skill, you guys. It has got me through so many things in life, and it continues to do that. So while I'm dealing with everything going on with my family, I am still going to turn to crochet, and I'm still going to turn to you guys and filming these videos and sharing with you, because it brings me joy to do so. And I just want to thank each and every one of you guys for your support, as always. I just love you so much. So this week's winner is someone who is going through a rough time, and I just want to make you smile. So Carly Blue Rendon is this week's giveaway winner, and she writes, "Hi April, love, love, love your vlogs. You fill me with so many beautiful ideas. I had to stop working August 2025 because I was diagnosed with, and I can't even pronounce this, but it's short for lamb lung disease, which is extremely rare. It fills my lungs and kidneys with cysts, but I soldier on every day like we have to do. The best thing about my predicament, though, is it's turned my crochet hobby into a business, because that's pretty much all I can do. My husband helps me with the heavy lifting at markets. I wake up every day excited to start a new project. Love to you and your family at this hard time." I'm so glad that you can turn to crochet, because it really does bring so much joy. And it's one of the reasons why I do these videos, is because I want to share the joy that I receive from this passion onto you, and share the things I've learned over the years and the patterns that I make. And it's just so much fun for me to share. And I'm so glad that there's so many of you out there that feel the same about crochet, that it gives you something to look forward to. It gives us a way to get out of our heads sometimes. It's just always there to help. So I just, I'm glad, Carly, that you're able to find some happiness with all the things you're struggling with. And I pray for you that you get better. So I hope this brings you a smile. You're the giveaway winner. all I need you to do is I will reply to your comment and I'll give you my email address. So just email me what pattern of mine you would like for me to email back to you and I will send it to you. So, all right, so this week's giveaway, well, I guess next week's giveaway winner, next week's giveaway winner, can you guys just comment what I should make at the retreat? What patterns do you guys recommend that you don't have to use your brain a whole lot? Because let me tell you, I suck at crocheting and talking, and I really am bad. It's bad. I mean, horrible. When I crochet patterns, I need to like focus and count and think, and I don't know how people do that. How do you do that? It's kind of funny because I'm always like making the easiest, quickest things, or it takes me like all day to make one thing because I keep getting distracted. So what would you like to see me make this week while I'm on the crochet retreat? I guess that's it. And, you know, obviously, let me know what you guys thought of today's video. What did you think of my new designs? What do you think about all these patterns I'm sharing? What would you like to see in future videos? Just leave me a comment, say hey, tell me where you're from. I would love to meet you and talk with you. If for some reason you relate to me and a lot of us and crochet brings you therapy, I'd love to hear your story. Share your story with me. And anyway, I'd just love to hear from you. So that is this week's video, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me as always. I just love you guys so much. I can't express how grateful I am for all of you who come back week after week and are here with me. So I guess I will probably be seeing you after my crochet retreat. I might be adding some tutorials in, like, I want to do a free tutorial for Felipe the Frog and also my pickle pattern. And I don't know if that's going to be on next Friday or what, but as soon as I get back, so I get back on Sunday, my husband has surgery for his knee replacement on Monday. So I'm going to be Nurse April here pretty soon, you guys. So say a prayer for my husband too. And, you know, just thank you so much for thinking of us. I guess that's it. So if you enjoyed this week's video, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Can I help you? Would you like to play? Are you mad at me? This is what you want. Can I have it? Can I have it? No? Give me it. Give me it. What are you doing? Hi. And then I've had her surgery. She had her stay done, so she's loving the cone. Not so much. This is what we deal with. She wants out. We're keeping her in here for today. So wish me luck. You be good.